and people enjoy it.
Bro, oh my gosh, this made me realize, bro. If Young Thug drops an album and it's not good, and then Gunna drops an album and it's good, we're cooked. Oh my god. YouTube, get like Prince. Why hip hop is turning on Young Thug, my goat. Remember what I said, bro. Remember, if you disrespect King Slime, I'm gonna be on bad time. Hope this guy's not washed. He's not. He's not.
Young Thug career been in a real strange spot since he got out of prison. Right now, it's like hip hop is turning on the man because every chance he get, he says or does something that people don't like. I mean, we just had the whole internet mad at Thug because Thug called out Kid Cudi.
Wait, where is he at? Where is he at right now? I'm sorry, this is probably off topic, but if I'm not tripping, this is a regular show. Am I tripping? Do I know ball?
We just had the whole internet.
That's regular show, right? What did YouTube do for you? Who, me? What do you mean?
Mad at Thug because Thug called out Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, what did YouTube do to you? Dreams? What you talking about? That's regular show, yeah, right? Oh, you said, bro. Don't disrespect regular show.
We just had the whole internet mad at Thug because Thug called out Kid Cudi because he said something at the Diddy trial. Thug got on Twitter calling Kid Cudi a rat, and people was wondering,
oh my god,
what are you talking about? Are you?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I get what Young Thug the snitching stuff, bro, but it's okay to snitch on Diddy. Let's be real. It's Diddy. Yeah. Okay. It's perfectly okay to snitch on Diddy.
Defending Diddy. He was basically indirectly defending Diddy, trying to call Kid Cudi out. And it got the internet really looking at him sideways. People is wondering what Young Thug got going on, and the talk around his name in these
I feel like them hurt, bro.
recent months ain't been the best.
Part one, Young Thug.
Young Thug is Young Thug, big player in the music industry. Really over the past decade, he been somebody, the new generation, the old generation, really everybody.
You're watching me 5 times. I'm gonna need it, bro. Can you give me a screenshot, a photo? Post on your story and tag me, I'll repost it, bro. Brother, you a rat. Oh yeah, I'm a rat. I'm a rat for sure.
Young Thug or had respect for him at some point because of how much he's done and how many people this man really has influenced. Especially when you look into these newer artists that's been coming up, a lot of them is heavily inspired by Thug. I mean, Non-Vicious, prime example of somebody that's been inspired by Thug. Then if you take a look in the Thug catalog, he got some modern day classics. I mean, songs that define whole eras, but that feeling toward Thug and his whole career.
Probably like all the songs off Butter 6. I don't like Jeffrey. Hot take. Jeffrey's not good, bro. It's all right at best. Some people say that's his best album, best body of work. Cap. Play some Apollo. He trim. I rock with Apollo. I am posting me watching you 5 times on watch. Yeah, do it. I'll tag me on Instagram. Put it on your story and I'll repost it.
Wasn't something that was gonna last forever. And we kind of seen this happen in real time. Like I said, Thug in a weird spot in his career, especially with him going to jail and then everything else the man had going on top of that. Leading up to Thug getting locked up, his career was looking real high. It was looking good for him because, I mean, for years, he was dropping solid albums. 2019, he dropped his biggest album to date, So Much Fun. That came with good reviews.
That's his biggest album?
Following everything up. And for some years after that, he would keep feeding the fans. People was excited. It was like a new Thug era until he got locked up.
Yeah, follow hard.
Too.
Oh, posted on my YouTube. I bet.
Bad. I mean, real bad. Cause he got locked, not on no regular charges, but a RICO. It was a 56 count indictment that got thrown on Young Thug. This was Billboard Room. Young Thug's arrest sent shockwaves through the rap community. On May 9th, 2022, the YSL rapper was apprehended along with 27 other alleged gang members.
Oh my
as
gosh.
part of a sprawling 56 count indictment. Fonnie Willis alleged that Thug was the leader of YSL operation and called him King Slime. Thug was hit with charges for allegedly participating in violence.
You disrespect King Slime? Y'all already know I'm gonna be on bad time.
Violent street activities and conspiring to violate the RICO Act. He was tied to accusations of murder, assault, robbery, theft, gun, illegal drug possessions. And they was
he's not getting mine, bro. He be asking for it too.
So all of this was just building up. And for a while, it was looking real bad for Thug. I mean, people was really thinking like, I don't know if he getting out. And before I keep going,
bro, because Dreams, you be in my look exactly like this. Exactly like this. Prime example.
At GetLikePrincee, it'll be at the pin comment. I'm really trying to grow my brand over there too. But it wasn't even just Thug that got locked up. His whole record label, Gunna, Thug, all these people surrounded.
Wait, why did he just plug? He just plugged.
I don't know if he getting out. And before I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram. At
Okay. W plug.
I'm really trying
to start doing that.
Brand over there too.
I need to start doing that.
Just Thug that got locked up. His whole record label.
Go ahead and follow my Instagram.
Gunna, Thug, all these people surrounded with him. But outside of going to jail, one of the biggest headaches that did come for Thug was that man Gunna, because this case would spark up, right? And it would go on, and y'all know that man Gunna would get in front of the judge, basically was like, yes, YSL is a game. Gunna took a plea deal, an Alfred plea, where he would plead guilty while maintaining his innocence. And when this first happened, Gunna was getting hate. I mean, he got so much hate for a long time.
I didn't even know that.
The internet, like, what the hell you got?
I knew he snitched, but I didn't know he admitted that Young Thug or YSL was gang. That's crazy. Oh yeah, that's why Young Thug's mad.
But when he got out,
it's getting posted in 5 minutes. Bet. Please ban him.
So Gunna and Thug were close. You know, Thug helped build up Gunna's career.
Yeah, Dreams chill, bro.
A Gunna if it wasn't for Young Thug. So for these two to fall out, especially with Gunna telling, was real strange to see. But when Gunna would get out and would start dropping his music, the internet whole opinion on this man would basically change overnight. He would drop his first tape after prison, A Gift and a Curse. And people enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh, this made me realize, bro. If Young Thug drops an album and it's not good, and then Gunna drops an album and it's good, we're cooked. Oh my god. I don't think y'all understand how bad that's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be so bad. What? Oh, Year's here. What up, Year? Can you make a video directed to the What's Up leak from Cardi, please, for me? What is the What's Up leak? Is that new? Never mind. It says it's in 30. Dang, 31? Gunna's not mid. Dude, Gunna's not bad at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, you deserved it. Look what you were saying, bro. W Lil Baby, yeah, that deserves a timeout. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna time you out. Mostly because I don't know how to untime you out after timing you out, but I would definitely time you out for that take. W Lil Baby, bro. I'm not gonna say I hate Lil Baby, but I strongly dislike him.
The music. People enjoyed that music so much that a lot of hip hop really stopped calling that nigga Gunna a rat. I mean, Gunna went from being basically the most hated rapper to getting shown so much love.
Dude.
Aight, man. I feel like my honest opinion on the entire album, I kind of realized what it was.
What it was?
I realized what it was.
Yo, he needs some water or something, bro. You support your mods, not me. Bro, what? Because you be saying weird stuff. What are you talking about? I'm going to leave it at that. Please make that. Thank you. Oh, the one with Lil Baby, it leaked? I didn't know that. No, I'm not going to make it. No, that's what you don't do. That's how you get on rappers' bad sides, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
Really at the beginning of the album reaction. Gunna put this out, really, I think to see who still rock with him. Like he wanted to really speak on what was going on, how he felt. I feel like that's what this album was.
Gunna got leaked photos.
Like Gunna even tried.
What?
On
this whole stream is in the vid, yeah.
Honest, that's my honest opinion.
No, not the whole stream. Like not the whole stream. Just like bits and pieces.
Try to put out no crazy album. I feel like he just wanted to get his point across. And I feel like the music going forward is going to be the hits. I feel like Gunna is here to
This is getting the curse, right?
He's not going nowhere. Whether you like it or not, this nigga ain't going nowhere, bro. He too talented.
Gunna's good, bro. Gunna's great. See, bro. See, look, Dream. Stop with that. What is wrong? Stop.
exaggerated when I say so much love because he had a
next. I'm gonna time you up, bro. We gotta chill.
One of the biggest songs in hip hop for a long time, if you remember back when that came out. And then on top of that, people seen Gunna get on the stand and say what he said, but at the same time, Gunna image.
But Gifting the Curse was good. Like, what do you mean? Like, just see you rock with him? I'm not gonna lie, Gifting the Curse. Hold up, because if I'm not mistaken, Gunna. Whoa, what is this? Oh, that's why I didn't. I don't know who. I don't know how to say that name, bro. I'm not even finna try. But if you go to albums, yeah, Gifting the Curse and then One of One. Gifting the Curse was better than One of One, but One of One was still good. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't Young Thug image. Gunna image wasn't, oh, I'm this street dude, I'll kill you.
James.
Gunna really more on that fashion side. Like, you listen to Gunna for vibes. You don't listen to Gunna because you about to
African artists are
go be in the streets, nigga. Y'all get what I'm saying? Gunna image didn't really reflect the gang life. So when he got locked up, people were kind of skeptical on it anyway. They was like, did Gunna really have something to do with this? And a lot of people felt like he didn't. That's also why he got so much love when you compare him to a 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine told he the most hated nigga on the planet. Gunna told in his career doing better than ever. So at the same time we had Gunna getting all this love and hate, we still didn't know how Young
This is definitely regular show. I could tell from like the art style.
Really felt about the situation. We would hear little weird shots get through, but nobody ever really knew how Young Thug felt. Then on top of all of that, Young Thug dad would be out defending Gunna on multiple occasions.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing shots at Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck up. Cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. Ask him.
I DK. Or not DK, Catman.
That's what I want y'all to ask these goddamn rappers and these bloggers.
He also has a new music with Turbo. Who's Turbo?
This whole
Gunna club music? Nah.
When have y'all?
All right, James, bro. Yeah, you're getting a 10-minute gang. You just don't know how to chill, gang. Like, it's just, what is wrong with you?
To support Jeffrey. To support Thug, however you want to name it. Go on their social media.
Big Jeff. Is Young Thug a second? Young Thug is a second? I'm gonna name my son Jeffrey.
Pages and say, why in the
after the greatest
haven't you been at the courthouse to support your dude? So that's how I feel.
Of Charleston White? Low key.
Everybody that hasn't been there needs to shut the fuck up about Gunna.
Run that back, Turbo. Oh, that's a tag.
It was
yeah.
a real interesting situation that Gunna created. Hip hop was kind of split half and half. Half loved Gunna, half was on Young Thug side calling Gunna a rat. So there was a war between these two, and I'm not gonna lie, Gunna won that war. He won the people over with the music, and Thug tried to compete. He tried to compete from jail, but
because he dropped.
Didn't work.
He dropped. Business is business.
Release a project 7 days after
Jeffy's a crazy. That was not, bro.
But Thug project was like mid. It wasn't terrible, but it really wasn't comparable to what Gunna had just put out 7 days before.
That's true.
Really think about it. Gunna dropped the project with a smash hit on it. Thug didn't have that. Granted, he was in jail, but what happened, and people weren't necessarily the biggest fans of this album.
You see, you know what he should have did then was drop Slime Season 2 and 3 like he did on Christmas. Or no, he should drop Slime Season 2 on Christmas. Right? No, Slime Season 2 the day Gunna did drop Gifting the Curse, and then Slime Season 2 on Christmas, or Slime Season 3 on Christmas. Not 3. Wait, no, Slime Season 1 when Gunna dropped, and then Slime Season 2 on Christmas. And that's would have been that. That would have been that.
And so I don't never really consider Thug as like an album artist. I don't really rank or rate his albums. I just kind of like let them exist, and usually I get at least three records, and these 3 are going to be Oh You Want, Oh You Went, Want Me Dead. And it is between Mad Dog and Jonesboro. So he got a little bit more than 3. 15 tracks, not a horrible ratio.
3 for 15 is terrible.
Do I think it's a good album? No. Did I expect it to be a good album? No. I'm not disappointed. I get what I usually get from Thug. So I'm satisfied.
See, people like Sean C is the reason Young Thug doesn't sell well. Cause like, let me tell him something. Let me tell you something, Sean C. Go down a little history lesson real quick, man. Let's go down a little history lesson, man. Slime season 1, dang near no skips. And I'm being so honest with you. And not every song I listen to is even hearted on this album, because I switched from Apple Music to Spotify. Y'all know the deal. Slime season 2. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta keep re-listening to this, but I'm pretty sure no freaking skips, man. Just looking at it, it's like, yeah. Album artist. He is, bro. He just don't do what he used to, bro. I don't know if he just got too old and he can't hit them notes like that no more. But you gotta do something, man. Come on. Like, Young Thug. It's out? Okay, hold on, I'll look at it. Catch it. Is this it? Which one? See, look, Dream, stop with that. What is wrong? Stop.
Twice.
Exaggerated when I say so much love, because
I'm gonna time you up, bro. We gotta chill. See, Dreams, you just got put in the clip, bro, because he was wilding, bro. He was wilding, gang.
Biggest songs in hip hop for a long time, if you remember back when that came out. And then on top of that, people seen Gunna get on the stand, say what he said, what he's saying, say what he said.
Is that Catman?
Curse was great. Like, what do you mean, like,
bro? What is going on?
I'm not gonna lie. Give him the curse. Because if I'm not,
all right, I'm off. Catch it. The sign. I'ma tune in. Hope you got some bangers. What do you mean on my video? On my what? Who? Me? Are you talking about band Dreams on everything? What are you talking about? You go, oh, Lil Tecca. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Over 2023 and 24, even past the music, Thug was really fighting for his freedom. He didn't know if or when he was going to get it, because this case was really a roller coaster. I'm not going to dig into everything. Just know it was so many different parts to play in this case. We had Gunna, we had YSL Woody, who was in the court making a fool out of the case. Judges getting threw out, mistrials on the table. It was so much BS going on throughout this trial.
I wonder what his cell looked like.
YSL Woody right there. He was just trolling.
To be real, I wonder. Case.
And is that true or is that not true that you left her home around 5 o'clock?
Who was the person speaking?
If you know something about me, I don't
know
with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
Is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fired.
She's fired? Okay.
How old
what?
are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay.
And when you say you're
he bald, so I'm gonna say like at least 30. Nobody going bald in their 20s no more, bro. That was back then when Kobe and Michael Jordan and freaking Shaq went bald. We don't do that no more.
Numbering years.
We don't do that no more.
I plead the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you?
Okay.
Oh, my name is Deshaun.
The beef with Kel. Why not say it was Kel?
Cause I had to convince them. I gotta make it seem. If I say Kel shot me, they gonna how you know. How Kel know where you stay at? So I gotta come up with something to make them know. Okay, well, Tay been over here. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, Tay. I don't know.
Peggy went bald. Who's Peggy?
Listen, you keep asking me. I told you I don't know who shot at me.
But past all the BS, Thug would eventually get out. October 2024, he walked home on some real strict conditions. Conditions that people would side on. XXL wrote this. Young Thug was sentenced to 40 years with 5 to service, but commuted the time served with 15 years of probation, followed by a backloaded 20 years. The conditions of this probation include several stipulations. The rapper has to pay multiple fines and abstain from going to his Cleveland Avenue stomping ground unless visiting immediate family. He must also stay away from gang members and cannot promote gangs in any way. Thug will be mandated to do 100 hours of community service for each year of probation. So
100 hours of community service a year for how many years? 15 years of probation.
Free, but at the same time, they basically was telling them like, bro, you can't.
Kai is like, are you talking about Kai? Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me that, Brooker? What up, Brooker?
None of that old stuff he was talking about. You can't talk about nothing street, nothing gang in this music. You gonna have to switch up what you rapping about. And when people heard that, they was really curious and really wondering how Thug could move forward. Because y'all know Young Thug image. He be rapping about being in the streets. He be rapping about all this gang stuff. He can't rap about that no more. That was a big part of his music. Now, a big part of his music was just taken away from him. And so people signed it.
What is this? Where is this from, bro?
People was wondering, how can he continue? Like, what will be next for his career? And before that situation would actually get answered, we would see Thug sending shots toward Gunna. He would get out of jail and kind of...
How old is Gunna? How old is Gunna? Is he 32? Gunna age. Gunna is, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Why does it... I'm so tired of Yahoo, bro. Why does it do that? Gunna is 31. Dang. What? Oh my. You know what's crazy? Y'all know what's crazy? 30. I'm over here thinking like, to them, Young Thug is like to them, low key. That's what I was thinking. No, they're like brothers. That's crazy. Yo. Right to the BET Awards? What? I'm gonna watch these ads so you get paid. Yo, W Deshaun, bro.
A little opener about it. Like I said, for a long time, people don't know the relationship between them. People didn't know how Young Thug felt about Gunna. People didn't even know if they were speaking to each other until Thug would get out. He would start sending shots. And he would send out tweets every once in a while dissing Gunna. He would do little slick stuff dissing Gunna. And I mean, just a few months ago, he did an interview where he was actually speaking on Gunna in their relationship.
Yep.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
That's hard. How do you do that?
On your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
You like his name is Bill a little bit.
Everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So for months after Thug would get out, there was a lack of music. And
Brooker, this is how. That's an easy way to get timed out, bro. Disrespect King Slime. I'm gonna be on what? What chat? Say it. Bad. Money is not a bad song, bro. Do you make money from YouTube? A little bit, not much.
I mean, it makes sense. The man just did all these years in prison. He probably trying to lock in.
I'm not even gonna look at chat if y'all finna disrespect my goat.
At the same time, there was this lack of music. Thug would also be on bad.
Who is that? Who is this?
Music. And I mean, it makes sense. The man just did all these years in prison. He probably trying to lock in, get his life back situated. But at the same time, there was this lack of music. Thug would also be
whoever this is, Young Thug's better than you, bro.
At time, if you remember back when Young Scooter passed away.
Oh, never mind. R.I.P. Young Scooter. R.I.P. Scooter. I didn't know that was him. I deeply apologize. Wasn't tapped in with Young Scooter's music, but hey, everybody rock with him in Atlanta. So
Twitter basically dissing the Atlanta Police Department, knowing how strict his probation was, and knowing that these cops won't hesitate to send that nigga back to jail. So when he got online dissing Atlanta PD and dissing these people that work for him, the world was looking at Young Thug asking like,
Money on Money is good, bro.
He just got his freedom back, and he already on Twitter tweeting crazy, doing exactly what they told him not to. They told him don't be in here on no bad time and don't be doing none of this. Don't be, you know what I mean? And with Young Thug sending all these tweets, his freedom was really in danger. This is what the article wrote.
Oh yeah, I talked about that. Young Scooter is so tough, bro. I think he was on a song with Juice WRLD, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember what it sounded like. Yo, I loved your song, Lil Tecca. Are we serious, bro? I really like the Barter 6, so I ain't hated. But that's one album. That's like saying, oh, I got a black friend, so I'm not racist. That's the same thing, bro.
Claims that Thug-born Jeffrey Williams has recently demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law. Since sentencing, the defendant has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses, prosecutors, and compromising ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. And so they was really trying to take away this man probation over these tweets. But luckily, that didn't happen. But it could have. All because this nigga wanted to get on Twitter and tweet some nonsense. But even though...
Dude, oh my God, bro. Hold up, wait 1 second. Who's on lead drugs? You talking about? Who you talking about? Money is for what?
Thug was facing all these problems, he still had something on the table. For the first time since he got out, he would really spark up a rollout, an album rollout for this new project called UI Scuddy. And now,
oh, it's UI Scuddy, not Ooey. It's not Ooey Scooty. Yo, what are these emojis we using in the chat? What is this?
Announced this project, people weren't too excited. Like, Young Thug just got out of jail a couple months ago. He finally releasing his first body of work. People weren't jumping up and down in excitement. People were curious. People were side-eyeing. People was wondering, what is this actually gonna sound like? Is this gonna live up to all of the hype that was building up throughout this time in jail? And I don't know, the excitement level just wasn't there. Like, think about
it wasn't,
I
bro.
Am Music. When Playboi Carti was leading up to I Am Music, the hype was crazy. You had the whole hip-hop space talking about it. You had the whole hip-hop space waiting for this album. That night that album came out, nigga, the internet froze. Even if you don't like Playboi Carti, you know how crazy that night was when he dropped that album. I mean, Kai had hundreds of thousands of people watching him on the phone with Carti.
What? What could he have possibly been lit? Like, what is this?
6 in the morning.
I didn't realize I was a part of that. Christian, I'm not. Don't ask me, bro. What is chat on right now? Who's gonna have King Carson, so it'll be tough, bro. I don't know if that's enough.
Nothing like that. There wasn't excitement like some of these other albums that then came out. Then just to top it off, he would release a single. He would release basically his first single since jail. He dropped some verses. He had verses on Cardi album. He had a verse on Lil Baby album. They were good. But this was his first single. It was him and Future. And it was okay. It wasn't nothing crazy. I listened to it one time. I didn't go back to it. It wasn't ass, but it wasn't nothing like, oh, I need to hear this again and again. It was just okay. And a lot of people felt that way. People were like, okay, this is kind of mid, but we're going to let Young Thug cook. So for the first single to come out, and to have, you know, this negative feeling toward it, something was probably going on internally.
What
because
is going on
Young
in my
Thug was
chat,
announcing
bro?
this album. It's kind of like sparking up this rollout. It was conversations that this UI Scuddy project was going to come out in May. Nigga, May came and went. We still don't got no album. And I mean, it wasn't even speculation. Mariah the Scientist, his girl, came out saying May 9th. So May 9th was kind of the day for this UI Scuddy album, but it didn't come out. It ended up getting pushed back. And right now, Young Thug is kind of playing with the fans. People is asking when the album coming out. He's saying
June 37th. Oh, July.
Nigga, why you playing with these people? They want this album. They want this music. You ain't feeding. I don't know if he trying to wait until he drop like a hit or a big song before he continues with this rollout. But right now, it's kind of looking strange. You know, this album.
He need to stop talking about the album, drop some singles, gang. And then when you got that hit single, then start rolling out that album. I think that's the
thought it was. Right now, he's sending out all these packages to these streamers and to these media platforms, teasing the album, but we don't know when. It might come out this month. It might not. But if it does come out,
I'm not looking at this.
It really gotta be great because he's still at war with Gunna. Even if niggas don't want to admit it, when Young Thug dropped, they still gonna compare it to whatever Gunna done put out because Young Thug.
That was such a weird move, Young Thug. Why are we sending people spiders?
And the way hip hop treated Gunna, it's some competition.
Oh, by the way, Maxwell Dent. Where are you, Maxwell Dent?
Still at war with Gunna. At the same time, he, you know, kind of stretching his rollout out. He also had other problems going on. Remember the Kid Cudi thing I was talking about? Kid Cudi, you know, if you don't know, Kid Cudi and Diddy had a little situation back in the early 2010s. Kid Cudi messing with Cassie, get mad, and would dead ass go blow dude car. He blew Kid Cudi's car up. And you know, Diddy trial going on right now. A lot of new info.
Wait, what did Thug do?
And they had
bro, okay, look, let me show you. In this
all these packages to these streamers and to these media platforms.
In this, there's a live giant tarantula. He sent this to multiple different streamers. He sent this to Kai Snap, to Maxwell Dent, to all these different freaking people. Okay? Why? Send a snake at least, bro.
Cudi,
don't send no spider.
Come to this court or you going to jail. So he came to court, he spoke, he gave his side of the story. So Kid Cudi goes, he says what he say, and then people talk about it, you know, it gets reported on. And for some reason, while the internet is like, okay, Kid Cudi out here putting this evil man behind bars, we have Young Thug coming out basically saying, oh, Kid Cudi a rat. What is we doing?
I never understood why he did that, bro. It's okay to snitch on freaking Diddy, bro. I would snitch on Diddy.
Time one, nigga, if Kid Cudi didn't say something, he was going to jail. You think he was about to go to jail for Diddy? You think Kid Cudi was about to give up his freedom for P. Diddy? Yeah, true. And on top of that, Kid Cudi image ain't being this street dude. Nigga, Kid Cudi get on these songs and rap about mental health. He rap about not what Young Thug rap about. Yeah, Kid Cudi ain't never came out trying to be this hard street dude. So for Thug to try to put these street principles on the Kid Cudi.
Does anybody listen to Kid Cudi, bro? I don't listen to Kid Cudi.
Ain't never acted to be like that when he ain't never even portrayed that image of being like that is kind of crazy. And people felt that way. When Young Thug came out sending these tweets calling Cudi a rat, niggas was like, Young Thug, you a clown. People was like, nigga, you is a clown. How you trying to clown this man, trying to throw your principles onto him when he not even like that? And that brought a lot of hate that way. That brought Young Thug so much hate and kind of sparked up a hate wave.
I'm gonna snitch on Mikey. For what? Bro, Dreams, we heard you the first time, man. Man on the Moon. Bro, DK, y'all are trolling, bro.
And right now, if you hear any talk about Young Thug, it's probably gonna be negative. People,
what is that? Kid Cudi?
People gonna be like, Young Thug kind of moving weird. I don't know. Just a lot of this caused Young Thug to get a lot of backlash and turning a lot of hip hop on him. That don't mean he's a bad artist. That don't mean this album he gonna put out his ass. But the talk around his name and the feeling, the morale toward Young Thug ain't what it used to be. How do y'all feel about Young Thug though? Like everything he got going on.
I still feel like he the GOAT. He the GOAT. He the GOAT, gang. He is. He's the GOAT. And I would say that with every fiber of my being, bro.
Good morning and good night. I wake up in twilight. It's gonna be all